So this is our agenda for today. We will welcome all of you, and our CEO, Michelle, will tell the story of Techtonica. And then Sarah, of Project Manager, will tell a little about the program. And then we will meet Tiffany, our Partnership Manager, will tell about the partnership and the companies up here with us tonight. And then we will meet the new cohort. They will all present themselves, very short 1-minute presentation. And then we will do a very short mingling activity with the people that is here with us tonight. And then we will take a group picture, and that's it. We don't want to extend our invitation for the night, and we want to make sure that you feel comfortable today with us. So we are Techtonica. Our mission is empowering local women and non-binary adults in need with tech skills. Our code of conduct, Techtonica is dedicated to provide a safe, inclusive, welcoming, and harassment-free space and experience for all members and guests, regardless of gender identity and expression, sexual orientation, disability, physical appearance, socioeconomic status, body size, ethnicity, nationality, level of experience, age, of religion, or lack of thereof. Our code of conduct exists because of that dedication. We don't tolerate harassment in any form, and we prioritize marginalized people's safety over privileged people's comfort. Our full code of conduct can be found at techtonica.org/conduct. Here we are our full staff. We are only 4 people. Sarah Cowley is our project manager. She's in charge of the program. And our CEO is Michelle Closer. She will tell right now a little about the story about Techtonica. So Michelle,
Thanks, Christina. It's so good to see you all here. Thanks for being here to celebrate this new cohort. We're so excited for all of them. And it's always great to hear their stories told by themselves. So look forward to that. I do like to always share a little bit about the history of Techtonica, and I have to give some of my own background to do that. So as you can see here, I was always interested in computers, but because I grew up in a large blue collar family, I didn't really know people who worked in the tech industry and didn't really understand that that was a career I could go into. Next slide. And then in 2012, I found out about this new coding boot camp concept. And I said, that sounds awesome. I want to do that. And because, of course, since they were brand new, they did not cost very much money. And by the time I finished, I tripled my income. And that was so empowering that I wanted to pay it forward. And I started organizing a lot of meetups and gathering resources for people. And I became the head of the San Francisco PyLadies chapter. Next slide. And then in 2015, I created the I Look Like an Engineer ad campaign. And I really loved how this brought a lot of awareness to the issues that people who are underrepresented in software engineering face, but it didn't feel like it was actually changing people's lives. Next slide. And every time I told people about becoming a software engineer, I noticed that the existing programs still had quite a lot of barriers. And the main ones that stuck out for me were, one, that they cost so much money, the tuition had tripled since I attended. And 2, you have to have the most expensive laptop. And 3, how are you supposed to pay for rent if you have to quit your job? And then I didn't see any programs that tried to be more welcoming to parents. I didn't feel like most of them were very safe for underrepresented people. And the big one was that most graduates I talked to took 6 months to a year to find a job. And I felt like programs should really actually place people into jobs. So I said, we've got to do something about that. And that's when I founded Techtonica. And basically the business model is that we partner with companies to offer all of our services. So that includes training and laptops and living stipends. and then job placement and job search support to women and non-binary adults with low incomes. Next slide. Yeah, so our target audience, we decided should be women and non-binary adults, and we don't have an age cutoff, but it is people with low incomes who can't afford the tuition, and mostly BIPOC. And maybe this focus will change someday, but right now, these are the people most in danger of displacement and most underrepresented in tech. So we felt like that was the best target audience for this program. Next slide. So that's okay. We started with free workshops in the Tenderloin in San Francisco, and we just partnered with different computer labs and offered childcare and lunch. And these nonprofit groups loved having us and invited their communities, and people really loved these workshops and wanted to come back and learn more about coding. Next slide. And yeah, we felt like just those little workshops weren't going to be quite enough to get people into jobs, and that we needed lengthier training for that. And we needed companies that were interested in supporting intersectional diversity to sponsor and cover all of the costs of the program and then hire the participants. Next. One question we get a lot is, why don't you just take a cut from participant salaries following the program? These are known as ISAs, or income sharing agreements. And we feel like because the participants of our programs already face so many barriers, we don't want to put any more on them. And that diversity is valuable to companies, and that they should be the ones helping people get into tech and helping put those costs. Next slide. And so we just believe that if companies invest in junior talent and stop poaching seniors, they can help alleviate displacement and income disparity. Next. All right, Sarah, I'm gonna let you go over this.
Okay, and with all of that, you probably think, how does one apply for this program? It's too good to be true. Well, we worked really hard to get quality applicants, and we're continuing to up our outreach. So if you have any brilliant ideas, feel free to send them our way. Currently, what we do is we have a full prereq requirement list of things that we want to do. There are basically a free JavaScript class that all participants need to complete before they can truly apply. We have a long application. We also offer workshops with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. We help with code challenges, we help with pairing, and then we have staff interviews and board interviews. And by help with, I mean, we do code challenges and we look at them together, and we do pairing because we want to make sure that people all work together as a team. Software is a very collaborative industry, and if you're somebody that doesn't want to work and talk with other people, you're not going to be a good fit for software, and you're definitely not going to be a good fit for us at Techtonica, because I'm sure all of our participants will tell you already with their week and a half in that they've already started to bond and become a family. And so it's really important to people to find people who are willing to give that energy. Next slide, please. So can you go back? Or did you skip one? There we go. What are those characteristics that we really look for in our participants? And I'm sure as you see people's intros about themselves, you will see these characteristics in spades with all of them. We also really help strengthen these, because these are the characteristics that make a workplace great, that will make the world great, and we want to be part of that. So we really work a lot on resilience, autonomy, commitment, positivity and adaptability, collaboration, curiosity, and logic. And we have different things that help each of these, and we check in with everybody every week to see how they're doing on each of these key topics, because this is a lot of growth. It's not just the tech knowledge growth, but it's also the personal growth that goes along with it. And so I really thank all of our participants for being open to so much growth, because it really is challenging in many, many ways. Next slide, please. So what does this full-time program consist of? Before people even apply, we have those prereq study groups that we offer to everyone if they need to get their JavaScript skills up to snuff in order to apply. Once people get accepted into the program, we have a 6-month full-time learning time, and that's what everybody is a week and a half into right now. So they have almost 6 months left of their time with us. We offer mentors to each and every participant to help them along their journey and to be an ear and to help them code. And I can't thank all of our mentors enough because it is a big time commitment. But it also has a very strong impact in people's lives. So thank you again. You're helping change everything. And after the 6 months of intensive learning, we offer 6 months of job placement or placement in a sponsor company internship. Next slide, please. We have a whole lot of contributors that help us get to over 1,000 hours of learning. And right now I'm seeing the cohort go, so much over time. We are open source. So what that means is that people get into our curriculum and they help update it for us. And up at that top where you say 251 contributors, I'm sure it's more than that now. And this new cohort is already getting their hands dirty on helping to make the curriculum even better. You'll see some logos of the things that we cover: JavaScript, terminal, lots of SQL, databasing, Node, React, HTML, CSS, and the list just grows and grows and grows because we want to stay current with the technology that employers are looking for, and try to not overwhelm people because, as we all know, the world of tech is so huge and it's a fine line to get people enough to where they know how to learn and get into the industry, but not so much that you're completely overwhelmed. Next slide, please. Oh, then you're probably asking yourself, wow, that's a lot. How do you cram that all into a day? Well, we have a lot of help from our participants. Every day, and to kind of round robin it, someone is the day lead. And that person is in charge of staying on top of the agenda for the day, making sure everybody is coming to all the meetings, posting any updates that we have. So that person gets a really good chance to see what it's like to sort of be a lead engineer in some ways. We have daily code challenges where everybody works on the challenge by themselves, and then we come together and review the challenges so everybody can learn from one another. We have a bunch of time in the middle of the day for everybody to learn all this curriculum that they're given, put that knowledge into practice. We have practice for every single item that people are learning. We have pair sessions every day where people work together to make little baby websites and work on CSS and React and all of those fun things. And we also really hope and encourage our participants to create pull requests to help make the program better and get used to using GitHub. So they are doing 2 types of PRs. They are doing individual PRs for their own code as well as the PRs for the program itself. So hopefully by the time you get your placement, you'll have all the green bars on your GitHub page. And it's better than fake internet points. It's real internet points. Next slide, please. And every person is placed with a mentor. And I know we have a lot of mentors that have joined us tonight. This person has committed to being there for 2 hours a week to help our participants. They help them in every aspect of the learning, whether it is learning the programming language, whether it is being an ear and a shoulder, whether it is helping with mock interviews or soft skills. Mentors are a really big backbone of our community. So thank you again to all of our mentors. And I had my first set of one-on-ones with all of the cohort this week, and I heard wonderful things about all of you new mentors. So thank you so much for giving us your time. Next slide, please. I'm going to pass it off to Tiffany, who is our partnership manager.
Thanks, Sarah. Hi, everyone. I'm Tiffany Kwok. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm Techtonica's partnerships manager. I get the really exciting job of announcing our hiring partners for this cohort. Yeah, next slide. So first, our first hiring sponsor is Freenome. Next slide. Then we have Upstart. Both are returners. SmugMug. Oh, SmugMug. I know, Chrissy, I see you in the audience if you'd like to chime in on why SmugMug/Flickr supports an organization like ours. That would be wonderful.
Hi, y'all. I'm so excited to be working with you and meeting everyone tonight. Honestly, there's so many reasons. I think the list would be endless, but I've got a lot of background noise going on, so I'm not going to make y'all listen too much, but let me just say that we're super excited and just thanks so much for having us. We've also got Alex, our VP of engineering from Flickr. So just thank you.
Thank you, Chrissy. And then next up, we have Lattice. Carlos, I'm not sure if you would like to say something short as well.
Hey, folks, excited to be part of this program and looking forward to meeting y'all.
Thanks, Carlos. And then next up, we have Sony and PlayStation. Yay. So those are all of our hiring sponsors for this cohort. Next slide. And this is my email if you have any questions or contact me about sponsorship opportunities. And I'll pass it back to Christina.
Yes, thank you, Tiffany. So now I have the pleasure to introduce our new cohort, and they will introduce themselves in a 1-minute presentation. So I just will call the names of the person, and you will see her names and their link information. So feel free to reach out to them on LinkedIn. The first person is Elizabeth.
Are you looking for your mute button, Elizabeth? We're ready for you.
It went off the screen. The window went off the screen. Sorry, everybody. Hello there. My name is Elizabeth, and my pronouns are she and her. I'm interested in tech because it uses both creativity and logic, and one can virtually create anything from just the spark of an idea. I first got into tech in the late 80s, so I had the privilege to work on some groundbreaking projects. And during those years, I picked up quite a few things along the way. However, in trying to get back into tech today, all those experiences are considered outdated. I'm really excited about joining Techtonica because I now have a way to get the hands-on experience needed to jump back into the tech realm. Skills matter for sure, but what will make me a good software engineer? I think beyond the code. I care about the business and product outcomes, and this is how I will deliver greater value to my team. I wish to contribute to the tech industry by enhancing human capabilities and using tech as an enabler to achieve the greater good. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. And now I present you Jen.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jen. I go by the pronoun she, her. My background is in child and adolescence development. And my first experience with web development was in middle school when I learned that I can copy lines of CSS to change the background of my MySpace page. This piqued my interest because I realized that I can combine design and media through code. But it's been hard for me to get into tech because of the lack of consistent opportunities and mentorship around me. And being a former teacher, I learned that even in the classroom, you never stop learning. And the patience that I have for my students can be patience applied to the coding problems that I run into. I'll make a good software engineer because I'm curious and I'm adaptable, and I am passionate about making accessible products for students and teachers. And I can't wait to take what I learned to help others. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jen. And now I introduce Malika.
Hello, my name is Malika. My pronouns are she and her. So far, my career path has been in oil and gas industry in Kazakhstan. I recently moved to the United States and I got interested in tech because tech industry is rapidly evolving and I want to evolve with it. I haven't considered the software engineer career path before because I didn't believe I had the capabilities for it. And I thought this career path is for somebody else. But now I am very excited about joining Techtonica because Techtonica will provide me with tools and resources to help me learn coding and create my first applications. I believe I'll be a great software engineer because I am passionate about coding and I like to be creative and solving problems. I would like to contribute to the tech industry by promoting diversity in engineering teams and creating apps and features that will help people. Thank you.
Thank you. And now I introduce you, Natalie.
Hi, my name is Natalie Bencomo. My pronouns are she and her. I am a former social worker and mental health clinician. I'm interested in tech because I enjoy working with computers and learning about software development and how the web works. It's been hard for me to get into tech because I had no previous exposure to the field when I was in school. I'm excited about joining Techtonica because it is an ethically responsible program that will help jumpstart my career. I believe I'll make a great software developer because I love technology and I'm dedicated to the cultivation of my programming ability and analytical skills. I hope to make a technical contribution that somehow benefits others. Thank you.
Thank you. And our next participant is Sarah.
Hi y'all, my name is Sarah Graywood and my pronouns are she, her. I'm interested in tech because I love to code. I love the possibility inherent in creating technology, and I love the opportunity that tech will bring to me, my community, and my family. It's been hard for me to get into tech because up until this last year, I was working a teaching job that required 80+ hours per week and had little to no downtime in order to pursue other activities. I'm excited about joining Techtonica because as a Boricua and a member of multiple marginalized communities, I can't wait to learn to code and to help create a community that's actively bolstering representation in tech. I believe I'll make a good software engineer because I'm passionate both about coding and about changing the face of tech. I'm persistent and I'm driven. I also believe that the essential skills that I bring from working in education around interpersonal connection, research, data collection, and empathy will be an asset to any team I'm on. Thank you.
Thank you. And our next participant is Serena.
Hi everyone, my name is Serena and my pronouns are she and her. I recently graduated from UC Berkeley with a bio degree and a data science minor. My first introduction to coding was when I learned Python in my data science class, and then I realized that coding was way more fun and stimulating than memorizing biology terms. So my interest quickly switched to technology. I find tech to be super empowering and I want to create applications that can have an impact on people's everyday lives. But it's been hard for me to get into tech because I'm inexperienced in the field and I didn't have mentorship. And so I'm grateful to be a part of Techtonica community where I'm surrounded by amazing, intelligent, and inspiring people who will be a part of my journey. I believe I will succeed as a software engineer because I believe in lifelong learning and I'm driven by curiosity. In the future, I want to pay it forward and mentor others who are also wanting to get into tech. Thank you.
Thank you. And our next participant is Shay.
Hi everyone, my name is Shaylin and I go by she, her pronouns. I recently came from a tech startup in the logistics space, and while I was in operations, I was introduced to SQL. We were using it to build out reporting tools as well as fill in for product gaps where our product wasn't quite there yet. And that ultimately led me to the wide world of coding. I'm interested in software engineering because of the vast problems it's able to solve, especially today, such as removing bias from existing algorithms. I think it's been hard for me to get into coding because of the lack of exposure and cost. Growing up, I made the assumption that a certain type of individual fit in the STEM field, therefore I never pursued it. However, I'm so excited for the opportunity that Techtonica has provided and allowing me to work with others from diverse backgrounds and be a part of a learning community. I think I'll make a great software engineer because I've always loved solving problems growing up as well as puzzles. And I'm really excited to bring my unique perspectives to the field as well as creating and creating bias-free technology. Thank you.
Thank you. And our next participant is Supriya. She unfortunately can be here with us today because she's having a baby and she has to be in the hospital actually. And so she was able to send our a little message this afternoon and told us that she's thinking of us and we are sending to her all our good energies. And our next participant is Tabitha.
Hello, I'm Tabitha. My pronouns are she and her. I'm passionate about software engineering. I became a young mother during my first year of college. I'm now a single mom of 5 and a domestic violence survivor, motivated to support and protect my family while also building what will be my first career. I've always been a bit of a geek, board gaming, Dungeons and Dragons, Magic, the Gathering. So it's no surprise that I fell in love with coding on the Linux command line. While I've learned a lot on my own, there's nothing like having a community. I'm already benefiting from the support and mentorship Techtonica offers. I'm grateful for the opportunity to learn with this organization. I also believe that wherever you are, you can always turn around and help the people behind you. So the thing I'm most looking forward to is mentoring and supporting others after me. Thank you.
Thank you. And our next participant is Tara.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tara Larson. My pronouns are she, her. I'm interested in tech because there are diverse opportunities, there's limited stagnation, and it has the potential to make a positive impact on society. I'm excited to join Techtonica because I want to be part of a program that recognizes the power of diversity and inclusion. Techtonica provides me all I need to succeed. I learn best through discovery and collaboration, and I'm super excited to have a mentor because lack of mentorship has been my biggest barrier to becoming a software engineer. I believe I'll make a good software engineer because I'm motivated by the challenges that coding presents, and that motivation increases my creativity, commitment, and curiosity in software engineering. I would love to build accessible software that gives back to areas related to education, healthcare, the environment, and wildland management. Thank you.
Thank you. And let me introduce you now, Xiao.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Xiao, and my pronouns are she and her. I'm a recent finance PhD graduate and a self-proclaimed academic refugee trying to transition from academia back to the industry. I discovered my passion in programming when I taught myself Python for my paper state analysis. And gradually, I realized that I would like to make a more tangible and direct impact by building the platforms and applications powered by data rather than using data mining to push for another publication. I never actually thought I was cut out for a career in tech because I was raised believing that I should focus on female gendered careers rather than STEM majors. But now I'm very excited to make the transition, and I believe my resilience and my analytical skills will make me a great software engineer. I'm very excited to join Techtonica in this journey and to leverage my skills to help break some barriers and build some bridges in the tech industry. Thank you.
Thank you. And our next participant is Salma.
Hi, I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here and giving me this opportunity. My name is Zelma and my pronouns are she, her. I joined Techtonica because I fell in love with coding during the pandemic. When I lost my job due to COVID, I had a lot of extra time in my hands, so I decided to work on a website idea. I quickly fell in love with coding, and by the time I finished my project, I knew I wanted to be a developer. I think I've had a hard time breaking into tech because I've been trying to go it alone. And I'm so excited about finally having a group of friends who share my passion, and I look forward to learning together. As someone with a background in psychology, I want to create products that help people improve their lives, including their mental health. And I hope one day to inspire others to have faith in themselves and pursue a career in tech. Thank you.
Thank you. And now I present you our new cohort. Sarah, can you help me with the mingle activity?
You know I can. Let's see. We have 23 people here. So I'm going to make some breakout rooms. Christina, do you want to explain what it is we're doing?
Yes, basically we want to think about the things that we have in common. We are very different in the level of experience that we have in tech, but if you think about, we have a lot of things in common. We like the color blue, we like the good food, we like a sunny day or maybe a rainy day. And try to find a list of things that you have in common. At the end of the breakout room, we will share what thing surprised us most about the things we have in common, even if we are in a different place in the industry.
When you're doing this exercise, it's always fun to think about the things that are like kind of hidden. So it's like, what is your favorite pizza topping? Or did you happen to go to this concert in 2004? There are the randomest things that you will find you have in common. So I'm going to open these rooms. Everybody jump in and have lots of fun.
Okay, who wants to share? What things do you have in common with your team? Who wants to share for room 1? I have Jen, Tara, Tiffany, and Salma in room 1. Who wants to share?
I'll share.
I can share. Oh, go for it.
We had a long conversation about this, but it came down to we all like cold weather. Or we all don't like cold weather. We all do not like cold weather.
Okay. Who wants to share for room 2? I have Alex, Chrissy, Natalie, and Serena on room 2.
I can share from room 2.
Go ahead.
Turns out we all have at least one sibling.
Yay! Sorry. Who wants to share for room 3? I have Heidi, Jair, Malika, and Sarah in room 3.
I can share.
Yeah.
So we discovered that we all like tacos, but we like different flavors of tacos.
Okay, that's fair. So you all could go to Mexico and enjoy the difference of tacos there. And who wants to share for room 4? I have Carlos, Elizabeth, and Margaret.
I can do it if Michelle and Carlos are okay with it. We all discovered that we like walking. It's a good form of outlet and change of scenery and exercise even.
Sorry about that, my dog. That was not fun. I also like to walk around. It's the moment that I focus myself when I'm moving. Who wants to share for room 5? I have Donnie, Shaira, and Tabitha.
I can share. We really did a lot of conversating and didn't find as much in common, but what we settled on is that we have a love for coding and that we all are trying to make a difference and an impact in our lives and our loved ones' lives.
That's awesome. I really like code. I think we are love code. That's the reason we are here. And who want to share for room 6? I have Brent, Michelle, and Xiao on room 6.
Yay, I will go. So I think we use a different strategy. We're trying to put a numbers game and try to hit as many common things as possible. So I have 5 things that we have in common we found out about. First one is sports related. We all used to play or enjoy playing volleyball. That's a very good team game. And we have all traveled to Utah, where I am currently in right now. It's a great place for hiking. I invite all of you here. If you are here, let me know. I'll be your tour guide. We all had or have pets. Sometime in our life, we had dogs and cats, and Michelle had a hamster. That's super cute. And we, number 4 is we love playing Scrabble. And number 5 is we're all big city people. We like crowds. And so another motivation for me to move out of Utah and to San Francisco.
Cool. I love to go to Utah. I have to go. It's one in my bucket list for sure. Well, thank you so much for doing this exercise with us. I think we all agree that even we are in different places, we are living in different cities, we have different experience in life. We have a lot of things in common, and that's always a nice thing to realize and to think in reality. I will go back to sharing my screen and continue with the presentation. If you just give me a minute. And now it's time to have a group screenshot. So please turn on your camera if you feel comfortable. I will take a screenshot of all of us. I will take several in case that somebody close their eyes or something. Always background. And my 3. Just 1, 2, 3. Yay! Thank you so much for turning on your cameras. Now, Sarah, do you want to do this slide? This slide?
No, I will. Thank everybody. This program exists because and only because of our sponsors, our donors, our advocates, our mentors, our volunteer and staff, and our friends and family. I cannot express enough thanks for everything that every one of these groups gives to us. I love seeing the impact that this program has, and I hope that it stays around for forever. And it is impossible to do without each and every one of you. So everybody unmute yourselves and let's give everybody a round of applause. Let's give all the people here applause. Let's give all of our participants applause for being here. And thanks to everybody so much. I really hope that everybody gets the same warm, fuzzy, happy feelings that I get when I think about Techtonica. So warm, fuzzy, happies everywhere. Thank you. Now you're thinking, gosh, that was really inspirational. I want to get involved more. I know you do. And here's you or your company or your friend's company could get involved. We can always use more sponsors. If you are a company that is looking to hire some awesome, trained, amazing junior developers, please reach out to Tiffany. We need you. We need to get all of these awesome people out into the world, and you could be a part of that. Another big thing you can do is just spread the word about us. A lot of people don't know about Techtonica and what it is, and that makes finding awesome new participants a little harder. So if you know anybody that would be a good fit for this program, please let them know now. We will be opening our next set of applications in December, and it takes a little while to get prepared for that. So please send them our way now, and we'll help get them ready to apply in December. You can also spread the word to potential volunteers and mentors. The more that people hear about Techtonica, the better. So spread the buzzy buzz around. If you want to donate with something more than your time, we will always happily take your money as well. Part of what makes Techtonica amazing and different is that we help our participants with stipends when needed. So we don't ask for any money from them, and we're helping to give money. And that means it's an expensive endeavor. So if you have some money that you can help donate to keep this program afloat, it would be helpful. And last but definitely not least is volunteer. Every day we try to have an office hour with at least one volunteer to answer questions and help with code and help debug and help teach concepts. And that's a lot of people. So if you happen to have Tuesdays at 2 to 3 p.m. open in your schedule and you're thinking, you know what I'd like to do is help the next group of people coming into tech, we would really appreciate your help in that space. And Christina is the person to reach out to if you're thinking that, man, volunteering sounds awesome and I want to be a part of it, or you have a friend that wants to help give back to the community as well. So please reach out if you're interested in any way helping us continue to help people get into tech. I think, yeah, that is the end. Christina, take us out.
Thank you so much to all of you for being here and to celebrate our new cohort. We are very proud of these 12 participants, and we will hopefully see you in 6 months when we celebrate their graduations. Thank you all for being here.
Yay! I need to get some like canned applause like they have on radio shows.
We were thinking of coming up with the name Techtonica 12.
Oh, yeah. I feel like that like really leads us into a future franchise as well. So it's like the next cohort of Techtonica. You've seen Techtonica 12. Are you ready for Techtonica 13? Coming your way.
I was thinking more like Ocean's 7, Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13, you know, all the ladies.
That's
hacking instead of breaking into things, we're hacking now. So
what's your grand heist gonna be though? That's the real question. How are you gonna like work it all together and then at the end you'll be like, that was all guys, we did a real heist behind it all.
We have 22 weeks to decide.
Yeah, that's true. You have a little bit of time. So start planning now.
Planning
starts your final projects. I love it.
A final thought, we will share this this celebration on social media, so please help us to spread the word and retweet or share the message. And we are trying to reach our message to as many people as possible for our next cohort. So help us with that.
Yeah. And if I'm not kidding, if you know anybody who might be a good fit for this program and they want to talk to us about what it involves, they want to have some outreach now, learn what it takes, but please send them our way and we can help them get ready for it now so that it's more likely that they will get into the program in December because, you know, it does take a little while to know some JavaScript, as I'm sure all of y'all here know. So thank you so very much for your time this evening, and we really look forward to seeing you throughout the next 6 months.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.